Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel, and today I'm continuing my story of building my collection from tragedy. That's right, I was burgled in October 2022, and it's given me some time to think about how would I rebuild my collection. The previous video to this, it tells the story of some of the loss and tragedy that happened, and in that video there I touched on that if I was what watch would I want as a one and done or as a cornerstone to a new collection, and it was the two-tone Submariner Bluesy, two-tone ceramic Submariner. I want to continue that thought there with building a little collection. Now guys, I've actually taken a few steps there to get a few pieces. I took out a bit of a HELOC, home equity line of credit, and I've got an insurance claim that's in, so we're not looking too far off that. I will repay the HELOC and life will be okay. So basically, absolutely devastated. I lost a number of Patek Philippe's. I lost 3 Rolex men's, a lady's, Rolex Datejust, my wife's, of course, her Cartier. But I then had to decide, you know what, guys, what am I going to do? One and done? Do I just quit the hobby? Do I get out of it? And what I've decided to do is something in between the two. I decided to get a few watches in, see which ones I really do love, and get rid of a few. So I think at this stage I probably won't have a collection as big or as fantastic as before the burglary. However, I do want to have a few special pieces, and a good friend of mine, Dave the Super Collector, has helped me build a bit of a collection, and I want to explain some of the choices and the pieces that I have acquired. So what happened? The burglary, I came back 1st of November 2022. The only watch I had was on my wrist, which was a Rolex Explorer 2, the 42mm Explorer 2 Polar, beautiful watch. My good friend Dave and the watch community, Ronnie from Vintage Watch Co. and Co. from Luxuria, and Dave himself all chipped in to get me a watch to start the rebuilding process. And they chose a really beautiful model. They got me an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon, the new 3861. Halcyon glass, just iconic Omega. And I gotta tell you, it was such a sweet gift, and it's also such a watch that I've always loved, the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. So I then had my Explorer 2, and I had the beautifully gifted Speedmaster Man on the Moon. And I absolutely do love a Speedmaster. I definitely do. And the new 3861, I'm really fond of it. I then set about thinking, what do I want? And I mentioned in the previous video, I thought a one and done would be a beautiful, an absolute beautiful two-tone Submariner, a two-tone Bluesy, a Bluesy. And I spoke to my good friend Dave and said, Dave, I'd love to get a Bluesy eventually. He goes, I can make it happen now. I said, no. I had a bit of a few fundraisers, and I managed to get a bit of money together, and I actually gave my friend as security my Explorer 2. I gave that to him, and I took the Bluesy. And this was a watch I sort of had said, you know, if I had to pick a watch as a one and done for me, that'd be the watch, a ceramic two-tone Submariner Bluesy. I also had the Speedmaster, which I got to tell you, it's a fantastic watch to have, absolutely fantastic. I then started on a bit of a quest. What do I want? So I started paying a bit down on the Explorer, and I then decided to get a home equity line of credit, and I decided to get a few pieces, spend a bit of money, get a few pieces, and just put, these are not permanent pieces, but just build a bit of a collection. And I thought about it. I thought, you know what I'd really love to do is another watch that I had the possibility of getting was a Patek Philippe 5196 in white gold. It was from European Watch Gallery, Shawnee at European Watch Gallery. And Dave told me about this before Christmas, and I said, I don't have, it was 20-something thousand dollars, 24, just under 24, 25,000, I think. I said, Dave, I don't have that sort of money. I'd love to get it. I don't have that money at the moment. He said, no worries, I'll buy it. And if you want it, I'll sell it to you. So Shawnee did a super deal on the price. It's a 2020 watch, so really new, box papers full set. And I've now used the HELOC to get that piece. And it's a 5196, which, you know, all the Pateks, I had 4 Pateks at one stage. Well, actually I had 6, but I had 4 before the burglary. And I think the 5196 in white gold kind of would be the one. I had a yellow gold one, but if I was to rebuild, I think one white gold 5196 would be perfect. And that was a wonderful watch because it's manual wind. So basically, you wind it as the day you want to wear it. Doesn't have a date complication or annual calendar or calendar to, you know, be difficult to set. Very simple to set. It doesn't even have a date. It's just very simple. Wind it, set the time, and wear it. Wind and wear. And that was just a great super dress watch. Another piece that I decided to pull the trigger. This is a 4-piece photo. Put the 4-piece photo. Is a Reverso came up. Now, I haven't actually, I've got this on loan for the moment, but I've got an option to buy it. The Reverso Grand Date. This is exactly the same model that I lost in the burglary. It's a little bit newer because it has the newer butterfly clasp, the deployant clasp, whereas my one that I had lost in the burglary had a single folding clasp, which the butterfly clasp is the newer, better version. This is a beautiful watch. So then I used the HELOC to also pay back the money on the Explorer 2 because that was my link to my previous collection, and I love an Explorer 2. So I got to tell you the truth there. I kind of thought about what would be a 6-piece collection for me, and this is what I decided. 3 Rolex, 2-tone Maserati as a chronograph, 2-tone Bluesy as a diver, and steel Explorer 2 as a GMT function watch. So that's 3 Rolex as your base. Good solid base. Then I want a Speedy, which was given to me. So that's I always wanted a Speedy. So that's Speedy, you got that covered. Then the Patek Philippe 5196 Ultimate Dress Watch. Just a one. I mean, how many Pateks do you really need? I'd love to get another one, but at this point in time, take a HELOC, have 1 Patek. That's good. That's good. And the Reverso Grand Date as a beautiful casual dress watch. So that's my thinking there. That is my thinking. Beautiful collection, beautiful pieces, nothing wrong with any of that. That is just so nicely done. It's well done. There is no problems with that. It is a beautiful collection. So that's 6-piece collection. 6-piece. Now I haven't quite paid for all of those pieces, and I've used a bit of HELOC to pay for some. And I got a few decisions to make, but in my opinion there, if I was to have a 4-piece, if I was to have a 6-piece, 3 Rolexes, the Maserati Daytona two-tone, beautiful, two-tone bluesy, Explorer 2 is your base, Reverso, Omega Speedmaster, and the Paddock. 6 pieces, just superb, absolutely superb. And I mean, you know, that covers a lot of bases. You've got some beautiful, you've got 2 dress watches, you've got 2 chronographs, you've got steel sports in the Omega and the Explorer 2. You have got so many bases covered there. And you know, I know it's not like my previous collection, but this is a beautiful, this is my goal, is to get that 6-piece. Now, I've had people say, oh Arch, it's a bit disappointing, you're reinventing the wheel, but that's the pieces that mean a lot to me. This is rebuilding the things I love. So this is what I've thought about, guys. Tell me what you think. I want to hear some comments. Put some comments below. And if you like this series, I will make more follow-ups to it. I may be thinning a few out. I'm just playing with these here because I've been a little bit down. So I thought, just get a bit of a HELOC, get a few watches in, play with them for a while. You can always sell them and get your money back. You know, they're not, it's not the end of the world. So that's been the plan. I'm ArchieLuxury. Put some comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Remember, guys, I do Paul Pluta channel, paid reviews. ArchieLuxury channel, that's where you're watching this. And thirdly, live streaming twice a day on my ArchieLuxury live stream channel. I'll put a link, one of these corners if I remember. Check it out. Tell me what you guys think of that. Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon, look down below, and I will see you in the next one.